Well, happy Thursday, everybody. We are almost through the day and almost through with the week. I hope that your week has been going well. If we've not met, my name is Abby. I'm the health fitness professional here at the Houston site, and I'll be teaching Flexology. I'm going to run through the events and programs that we got running for the month of April. I cannot believe that March is over. Like, I can't believe we're already this far into 2026. It's kind of crazy. But anyway, so we have our Tech Try, which is going to be our primary like event that we are running this month, and you're going to go the distance of an Ironman over the course of 30 days. So biking, running, rowing or swimming, rowing if you don't have access to a pool or if you just prefer it. And then we have our Cube Fit Perform virtual challenge, and to this is just a fun program that you're basically going to get like points for different classes that you're taking. So keep an eye out for that. Sign up for that because that is coming soon. And then last but not least, as always, we have our cooking demo every third Wednesday of the month. My favorite Wednesday of the month personally. And that's all I got for you. So I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. Like I said in the chat, you don't need any equipment today. You are just gonna need a mat, and then you can get off your shoes because why not? I'm not gonna have my shoes on. So I'm gonna start my timer. And we're just gonna start on the mat. So I want you to come crisscross applesauce onto your mat. Just find a comfortable position. Then I want you to roll up onto your tailbone. So I'm gonna show you from the side what I don't want, and that's this right here, right? We're gonna roll up onto our tailbone, sit on those sit bones, nice and tall, pull your belly into tight to spine, rolling the shoulders down and away from the body, kind of like you have a string and you're getting pulled up through the spine. All right, so sit up nice and straight, nice and tall. Hands rest on the knees, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale and exhale. Just going to start off with some deep breathing. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, filling your torso up. So like I say torso, you're really expanding that diagram. So you want to expand it 360 degrees. So we want to breathe into the low back. Exhale. Inhale, breathing into the low back, filling belly up with air. The chest will lift. And exhale. Push the air down into that low belly again. And exhale. Just relax. Inhale again. And exhale. Go ahead and drop your chin to your chest and plant your palms on the floor. We're going to inhale again, relaxing the head and neck. Inhale again. And exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Inhale again. And exhale, chin to chest. Inhale here. Roll right ear to right shoulder. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Try to keep those palms on the floor. And then roll chin back to chest. Inhale again. And exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Go ahead and rotate that chin up a little bit. Reaching for the ceiling. Inhale. And exhale. And roll the head back, letting your skull kind of rest on your shoulders, pointing the chin up, getting a nice stretch in these scaly muscles right here. Inhale and exhale. Right ear comes to right shoulder. Point that chin up. You might feel this like in your jaw. So it's going to start kind of by your ear or by your jawline. It's going to kind of extend down to that collarbone and that shoulder area. And then bring chin to chest. And bring those hands out in front of you. You're going to walk it forward. Inhale and exhale. Reaching those fingers forward. Inhale and exhale. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Walk the hands over to the left side, beginning a stretch in those lats. Your face can kind of rest on your left knee. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And walk it back to center. And then to the right. Inhale through the nose and exhale. It's going to be here for a few breaths. Feel that stretch in that back. You might feel it down in your low back, kind of by your glute where your lat inserts. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, walk it back to center and come back up. All right, and now I want you to extend the left leg out. And you're going to reach for the balls of the toes, pulling the toes towards the shin, getting a nice stretch in those hamstrings and calves. Reach for that ankle or the toes, whatever you can reach. Even if you're not grabbing your toes, I want you to pull your toes towards your shin so that you're getting that stretch in the calf. Right. Inhale. And exhale, take the nose towards your knee if you can. Going deeper into that stretch. And also, we're still getting a stretch in that back, right? Sit back up, bringing left foot in, extending right leg, reaching for those toes. Ooh. Side is quite tight for me. We all have a tighter side. I like to kind of make note of what side I'm tighter on, because usually on a regular or like normal in the past, my left side has been my tighter side, but it recently has shifted so that my right is feeling a little tighter today. Or my right hamstring is anyway. My left hip's tighter than my right hip for whatever reason. Pull those toes towards the shin. Bring the nose to the knee. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. In through the nose, out through the nose. And come back up to sitting. Go ahead and bring those feet into butterfly. So you're going to kind of put your feet together like you would your palms, kind of like a high five with your feet. And then I want you to keep sitting on those sit bones. So don't round that low back. And so if you can't do this with feet in close, then you're just going to move those feet out farther. So just get them as close to you as you can while sitting up on those sit bones, right? So we want to stretch the hips and we don't want the low back to be affected. So grab the bottom of your feet with your hands and you're going to kind of pull chest in towards your feet. Again, loving on those hamstrings now. Loving on those hip flexors. We've kind of loved on the hamstrings. Now we've moved our focus. Pull the toes in. You're just kind of pulling your chest towards your toes as much as you can. And if you can't at all, then I just want you to focus on sitting up straight while having those feet in close. Whatever's comfortable for you. We're just going to hold now. You've kind of been going up and down, but now we're just going to hold. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale 2 more breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Last one, in through the nose, out through the mouth, and come back up to sitting. Now we're going to roll over onto our back. So straighten those legs out in front of you. Come to rest on your back. Inhale, feel that belly over there. Kind of let your back relax, let your feet fall to the sides. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And on this inhale, I want you to walk your feet in. So you're going to walk your ankles toward your glutes, kind of like we're going to go into a glute bridge. But I just want you to instead bring your arms to a T, drop your knees to the side, to the right. All right, so we're really getting a twist in that low back. Feet stay together. Hand palms are on the floor. So we are stretching that lumbar spine, that low back. Inhale and exhale. Fill belly up there. Exhale, pull that belly button to spine. Inhale and exhale. One more big deep breath in. And then as you exhale, bring it back to center. Inhale again and drop your knees to the left. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more big deep breath in. And bring the feet in. And you can hug those knees to your chest. Bring them in nice and tight. Stretching that low back and the glutes. You can roll the back around a little bit on the mat. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. A few more breaths here. Roll that low back as you breathe in and out. In and out. Inhale. And then exhale the feet out in front of you. So you're just going to drop them straight in front of you, bringing those arms once more to a T. Lift the left leg. You can bend the knee or keep it straight or keep that leg straight. And you're going to let that left leg fall. We're getting deeper into the low back. Inhale and exhale. Bring those toes. Try to walk those toes up to your right hand. So left toes come up towards the right hand. But try to keep that left shoulder on the ground. So if you can't plant the shoulder, then I want you to bring that foot down away from your hand. Inhale or bend your knee. And exhale. Inhale and exhale. And you can bring it back to center. This time we're going to lift the right leg and drop it to the left side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale again. 2 more breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Keeping those shoulders on the ground. And you can bring it back to neutral. All right. We're going to go ahead and flip onto our belly. So, we're going to come to our belly. And we're going to do the same thing that we just did, but we're going to do it on our belly. So what that's going to look like is you're going to bring your hands to a T, kind of rest your rest on your cheek, or you can lift that head up, whatever's comfortable. If you want to rest your forehead on the mat, you can do that. But try to keep that the head in line with your spine as much as possible. We're going to lift the right leg and we're rotating over towards that left hand. We're trying to keep that right hip on the floor. We're trying to keep the chest on the floor. And it's reaching for that right hand. And then coming back down. And then we're going to lift the left side and move it to the right. Inhale and exhale. And bring it back to center. So we're just alternating sides. Lift that right leg again and reach for the left hand. Inhale and exhale and bring it back to center. And we're going with the left again, reaching it over. And bringing it back to center. Going right again. Inhale and exhale and bring it back to center. One more each side. Lift that left foot and rotate towards the right hand, getting that low spine. And bring it back to center. Lift the right leg flat for the last time. Rotate it over. A hold for 3, 2, 1. And bring the feet together. I want you to press it back to child's pose. Bring those knees a little bit wider than normal child's pose. And sit back, letting those hands fall forward. Loving on that low back. All right, we're going to press it back into cobra. So dropping the hips to the floor, lifting the chest, stretching the abdominal muscles. Kind of opposite of what cobra is. Opposite of what child's pose is. Drop the ears away from the shoulders. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then we're going to engage the core, press it back to child's pose again. Leaving the hands out in front of us. Inhale. And we're going to walk the hands over to the right side. Stretching those legs. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale it to the left side. All right. Then we're going to bring it to tabletop. We're going to tuck the toes, drop the hips to the floor, lift the chin. And then reverse it, driving through the palms of the hands, tucking the pelvis in, and then dropping it back, belly back towards the floor, lift the chin. Inhale. Exhale, tucking chin and chest in. And then dropping it back to count. All right, I want you to go ahead, tuck those toes and press it up into downward dog. We're going to pump the calves out a little bit, alternating bending each knee, stretching out those calf muscles. Widen your feet a little bit, and we're going to walk it back to standing. If you need to bend your knees, you can. And now we're in a hanging toe touch. I want you to walk your feet in closer together, trying to keep the knees straight. Inhale. And exhale. And slowly roll back up to standing. All right. Thank y'all for joining Flexology. I hope you enjoyed. Have a great rest of your day. And if I don't see you again, have a great rest of your weekend as well.